wife has houses, businesses, and I know nothing about them.
Wow. How long have you been married?
For the past 10 years, we have been living together.
Wow.
Yet, she has so many secrets. Some few days ago, I asked my wife to save a particular number for me of one of my clients because my phone was dead at that time. And then I tried retrieving that number. And
From her phone?
From her phone.
Yeah.
And then a text came into the phone, and that was our caretaker. My wife has 3 houses.
Wow.
4 supermarkets. And just to name few, other properties that I know nothing about.
Wow.
Even when we were struggling, we had no money, we had no place to stay. My wife made up the story that he got us an apartment where he has negotiated with the landlord for us to pay gradually. I fell into that without knowing that that house, that particular house, is owned by my wife. And I've been paying rent for the past 5 years. To make the matter worse, every year the rent is increased. Can you beat that? Can you imagine that?
Well, that's so sad.
We can't beat that, sir.
Okay, before we take reactions, the woman also said that, according to her, she witnessed her mom strive so much to make her father who he was, and when she fell ill, she needed him, but he turned his back on her. She mentioned that she vowed never to make the same mistake her mom made.
Was she also on that interview, or she gave her own thoughts?
No, she was on the interview.
She gave her own take on this.
Yes.
Wow.
At least they're seeking closure. They're there together. That's good.
I know I shouldn't have, but I'm coming from a really, really bad place.
Okay.
When I was a child, I witnessed my mom striving to make my dad who he is. She did everything humanly possible to see that my father succeeded. She was best and strongest and wisest when it came to business. And so automatically, my father's businesses soared. She had everything. And then what happened? My mom fell ill. Everything that my mother had was not in her name. It was in my father's name.
Wow.
All my father needed to do was to release money to take care of my mother. And what did he do? He kicked my mother out of the house, threw her to the village. My mom, with all her sweat, died as a pauper, died wretched. She couldn't even get medical attention. And I swore, I vowed, it will never happen to me.
You know, initially when we played the one from the man, I was going to ask what makes a woman do something like that. I guess now we have it.
And don't you think that this is a manipulated response?
No, I
to
do
make
not.
her to make her get sympathy? I beg.
I do not think that it's manipulated.
Regardless of your circumstances, if you claim that you love your partner, you should never treat them this way. Regardless of your previous
People have told us that love is not enough now. You have always reminded us that love is not enough.
I don't get that.
You people have always reminded us that about when it comes to marriage,
it works for both.
Love is not enough.
Love is not enough. Love is not enough.
Decisions you make, irrespective of whether you love them or not.
Love is not enough because it means that there are other things you need to put in for a relationship to work. That's the context of saying that love is not enough. We're not using it negatively now. We're saying if you're in a relationship with someone, you should be able to maybe, e.g., be hardworking, put food on the table. Love will not do that. Be dedicated, communicate, etc. But in this instance, if you're getting married to a man, you're not dating. You guys are not doing boyfriend, girlfriend. You're married, actually. Why would you do that to your partner?
You see, the one that
Either
gets
way,
me,
it's bad.
Right.
The husband not telling wife, wife not telling husband. It's bad.
I believe the woman's story, but what I can't wrap my head around is you already have these properties, so your husband cannot do you dirty. Why do you have to increase the rent every year? If it's not wickedness. So beyond wanting to be secure such that should anything happen to you, you have money to take care of yourself, you're not left stranded like what happened to your mom, it would seem like there's an extra, pinch of
wickedness.
Witchcraft.
Yes.
Yes. For you to almost as if this man, you must suffer.
Yes.
The house is already yours. He's already paying rent on it. Why do you see the need to increase the rent every almost as if you're putting him on his toes? You want him to always struggle. You want there to be financial struggle all the time.
I don't believe in her emotions.
No, I believe that her trauma may have led her to doing this.
We all
but I
have
think
trauma.
That she stretched it too much.
We all have trauma. Maybe
traumas
baggages.
are in different degrees.
Baggages from past relationships or
Traumas
things
are
that
in
we saw
different
that
degrees.
happened to our parents. But this is extreme, and you cannot completely erode this with you crying and telling us about trauma.
I think that
no.
she could be manipulating because
no, now.
Auntie, you're collecting rent, increasing rent every day. So your mom, that we understand it, but
And you, as a man who's listening to the show, any lady who always wants to escape from something she does wrong with crying, look well, she's manipulating the situation. Every time a woman wants to use, every time a woman wants to use, I beg, watch it, guys. If you're confronting a woman for something that she did wrong, and for every time there's an element of crying that wants to make her escape, na lie.
it's not. Some people are just very. How do they say it? Close to tears. They're always when you begin to have serious conversations.
I don't get it
they
now.
Cry. It's not because they're
somebody
trying to
has
deflect.
somebody has said it here. I don't believe the lady. I run from ladies who cry while giving accounts of events. You see, if her mom died of cancer, would she also have prayed to die of cancer? Because something happened to her mom, so it will happen to her. Even increasing the rent yearly, I beg Joe.
That part
100
is very questionable.
100.
You know, very questionable.
Come on,
But
this is the
do I
father.
believe that trauma can lead people to act in the way that this woman? Yes.
Trauma can also,
Yes.
if not like that, then men will do things and claim it's trauma.
You people have been doing things.
Men
Is it
will do
today?
things and we will
Is it
claim
today?
it's trauma. I
Is
was
it today?
traumatized.
See the father that
Tell
did
it
what
why
he
you-
did to his mother. What was the
Kennedy,
trauma that he
why
claimed?
have you been cheating? Why can't you stay with one woman? It's trauma. I saw my uncle carrying 5 ladies.
So how does that traumatize you?
Every
That
week.
is supposed
It's
to make
trauma.
you. That is supposed to make you not carry women.
That is supposed to make you not deal like this with your husband.
No.
Yes.
You saw
should do the opposite
wait.
of your parents.
You saw your
Yes,
uncle
you know.
carrying 5 women,
every
and then
week.
now you are carrying
Every
5
week.
women.
And I'm crying that it's trauma. It's beyond my
You're saying
control.
that this lady should allow what happened to her mom to happen to her. Yeah.
Hey, you people are saying that it's trauma that made her behave like that.
That your
And I'm
example
saying
of
if I
trauma
cheat
is not-
tomorrow,
don't
if
say
I'm
that.
carrying side chick, I can hide behind trauma and cry midway. In the process of narrating to you, Charity, I burst into tears and I cry.
I trust
yes,
men.
now.
Men would, some men anyway.
don't understand.
Some men would look for an excuse to do whatever they want to do.
So